Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video! Yeah! In this today episode we have Vtuber Deck. In this today Vtuber we are talking about Miss Zero Foxhound with a lot of canines and some ass forces. Well, if you really like this type of the series, please consider to drop the like, subscribe, ring the bell, share this video to a friend, and let's get into it and let's not get caught by the police. Here we are with our first opponent, Double O. Well, with this type of the deck, we really want to go first, but we have options for go second, and one of the options is massive damage. We're gonna get, the Clown Asset type. I am mesmerized that we actually have a Clown archetype. So, I don't know a lot of anything, and we have a Synchro Monster with no turners. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. And a Fusion and a XYZ with no material whatsoever. Mister, I know this is a tribute deck, but a fusion with no polymerization, a synchro with no turners, and a XYZ with no materials just spam on the field. I'm really sorry, but this is... I don't know, is this heresy or sacrilege? I don't know the difference between the two quite well, but this is just wrong. This is just wrong, and of course card advantage because why not the Weber? Okay, so cannot active card effect when you okay, so it's a when. That means that I can. Yes, I can. Possible. So this entire bravado is gonna be tribute summon in my turn, so I cannot activate anything. Wow, cards or effects? Just extremely floodgate. Okay, so against this, what I can do? Let me see. So I can normal summon you. And then, okay, I don't have another one, so I need to, oh no, no, wait. Okay, this is no good, okay, I'm really worried about this trap card, special summon a call monster extra deck, and then a call monster, so which one of you is just, no, you cannot summon. I have enough attack points, so let's not get overcomplicated. Let's just kill Cloud Crew Meteor. Or at least force into tribute summon him. Let's normal summon the fourth edges, so... Cause for some S-Force monster. Okay, this seems good. That's right, actually, or the attempt to activate is effect. So what is gonna be the combo to say no to my S-Force Edge Razor? Mister. It's gonna be tribute summon my field. It's gonna be utilizing some kind of hand trap. It's gonna be impermanence. It's gonna be effective Ayla. We don't know. Let's see in a moment. Okay, so what is gonna be the plan? Try to have a level of 5 monster on the hand. Utilize the effect of K9 66 8 Joku. Special summon them both. Do a XYZ. So we have Cloud Crew Malabarism. Okay, 2 Cloud Crew monster granted so many conditions. And even a ritual with no ritual spell. Okay. Okay. Which one of you is Monarch Stormfort? Or something worse that I don't know about Clown. Okay, so this is gonna be just tribute. Okay, then you can activate the effect. Draw cards equal to the number of monsters tributed. Okay, in the same column zones you can. Okay, so I can. Okay, let's activate as for Rap Tsunoni. Let's banish another one. Bring back my Shimaru and discard summon something. Or get Ass Blossom as usual. Okay. At least I have another options. And he's lacking of one Ash Blossom. Tribute Summon. Why I'm not. Why I'm not surprised. And then by the effect of Real Meteor, no effects. Of course. So, and set one cloud spell. Okay, so possible you have something to undermine my attack because I'm gonna reach straight in the Real Meteor. Another Malabarism, or just set my monster. Okay, the simple was 100% cannot charge the monster simple first. Facts. Oh no, but it's but it stays out of the same position. Then you can first summon one of your benefit false monsters. Oh, okay. So I can summon as false Night Chaser. So you're so you need to be great sure now. But I don't have any more as forces. And they cannot. In the same column as your first monster, you cannot target the monster in the same column for attacks. Oh no. This is not gonna be great because I can just stop one of the attacks. No. She's just doing no good. I'm just wasting cards here. Yeah, and face. I cannot do much about crowd control. So literally the new crowd control. I'm horrified. I prefer the another one. At least they summon the extra deck monster with the correct materials and you just summon it. YGO 2026. This is just kind of sad. And still have cards on the hand. And you can have even more card advantage. Okay. Another two. Oh my goodness. And they are illusion monsters. And such as they cannot be featured in battle. Very well. Okay, so do you have any effects while I have material, sir? Motor control, how is contributed? No, you have no effect. You have a literal no XYZ material effect. Wow. Wow. Okay, so double piercing and attack. Got distributed. Return outfit monster to the graveyard to the extra deck. So you just reshuffle yourself, or just a set. And another one. Why every deck is an OTK deck nowadays? Well, GG. A very unfortunate turn of events, but it's modern Yu-Gi-Oh. So let's see if in the second duel I can do properly my investigation. Here we have one with the second opponent, the almighty player. So let's see what my hand is. Jack and the Rand. Okay, so it's actually Ghost Trick. Or is some weird level 1 type of deck. Oh, it's Handcraft. I was so excited to be something interesting. Okay, so isn't discard. Okay, so each one of you I need to reveal. So, do you get the effect of an effect on the turn to the end of its turn? You shuffle 3 cards and open a graveyard bench to the deck. No, this is just recycle. Bench 1 face up one card for your opponent's hand and do the end phase. And with the first, you can switch face one first to the position on the Handcraft. Can under one first, put the review, the start, and then special summon. And you have the same effect. So, negate effect, shuffle 3 cards, and banish 1 face down. Okay, so, okay. Which one of you I bring to my hand? I actually consider it. If I try this, I can possibly counter anything. Because they always special summon, but then they flip themselves. They have something. Okay, I gonna try Promoraria to my hand. I guess this is will do. Okay, banish one feature random card. Very well then, Mita. So, and then add a card from the deck to the hand. And this is, of course, an Alpha Orgia. Of course, it's in crafts. So, if I activate as for the Brigret, I'm just gonna trigger the aircraft monsters. Great. I'm thinking here. Part of the time, and I probably stay on it, so there you go. So maybe they use the extra. But I guess in the cross, you don't need the extra deck to beat up assholes with some canines. Okay, this is great. Of course, it's straight up the field spell, so why even try to write? Oh yeah, 3 different cards. Just write it up. That is just the field spell. Okay, so what I can do cannot change is a battle position. It's gonna change the effect. Okay, I really do know. Okay, let's wait and let's go out with force. Okay. Special summon successfully, so I can special summon K900 Lupis. I'm not gonna lie here, I kind of feel dirty utilizing the K9s with the assholes. But I guess they are some kind of a need here because they fit up on the team. Okay, so less life points. Even more aircraft cards. So which card I will add to my opponent's hand? Oh yeah, random. Okay, finally you actually pick up a different card. Thank you, sir. But I'm really considered because as for this, what if I do not activate it? Okay, so let me see if when you play extra card effect that includes effect that special summon the monster. Specials that includes. So if I say no to my field spell, this is gonna trigger then. Yes or not? I really don't know, because if I just know I don't want to add cards, so they don't craft the monsters. Okay, so let's activate the Lupis. Let's special summon himself upon the field. Excellent. Okay, general set out the monster control to face. Alright, the range of one is the turn. Okay, the range after this effect to resolve. This is card control. Okay, so I can utilize it Luffy. Possible. Well, at the least one of my level 5 is out of my hand. Ouch. Okay, I don't know if this is gonna happen, but I guess it would. Let's activate as Bridgehead and not activate the fact, because I can. Okay, so I don't know. Immediately after I grab the card, it's gonna trigger. I don't know how wording works on YGO, but for all the effects, I'm not gonna add a card because I don't want him to flip summon. So let's what I can do in this type of situation. I can summon a Gravity, no. Then I can add another one. This is okay. So let's utilize this. Because wow, I cannot utilize Lupus. And Gravitino is level 5. But I still have Sigma. It is better position. Oh no. It's over the cycle. Wait a minute. What if I just summon Professor D Gamma? You cannot change your battle position, sir. Haha. Excellent. Now I can punch his lower level Enecrafts. Of course, they're gonna be face up the extra deck, but at the least it's something. Okay. So that's gonna be the plan. I'm gonna attack with Canine Lupus in his face out of his position monster. Possible triggering one of his annoying effects. But it's only at the end of the turn. So even that it negates my Professor D Gamma. It's not gonna be stand in the end phase. It's gonna be okay. And he only got one card in hand and two other cards. Okay, so you are the cards that special summon the Enecrafts, or are just the generically negates? Because if you are just the generically negates, I'm all good in the hood. Because you only have one card on the hand. And unchangeable monster and destructive Dynamo Cannon. Or can be this. Okay, it's an option. Let's end phase and crap. Now he can flip summon his almighty creator. Okay, then what are he gonna do? You're gonna just use the flip summon, and then it puts me in the shake. His hand got kind of rigged. But if we don't, he can just special summon his monster and then just kick my ass. Okay. So, oh no, as for the British head, you have something. When a monster attack on your in the same Kaloon. No, because you need to be face up and it's a win. So after the flipping. Oh no, this is gonna miss timing. Okay, so it's possible that I lost two of my monsters. It's ever possible. So what I can do? You can read this card from your hand for someone monster from your hand in face all defense position. So I can actually utilize the effect of Tramoria. Then special summon itself to the field. Then tribute for Edfal's Gravitino. Not this is gonna be anything good, but at least I can possibly banish one of his Enecraft monstrosities. And oh no. Okay, so we have the whale. Another scorpion. Which one of them you add? I really don't know. But this end is going to grow, then I'm really afraid to activate Asphalt's Bridge Ahead effect. And we got another Jack in the hand. Okay, which Enecraft you're gonna have here? Destroy one card, one of your opponent's control, shuffle 3 of your graveyard. When your opponent's graveyard or banish, and you get the effect of one effect monster. Okay, so I'm gonna have Enecraft Alpha Olga because I don't want to destroy my monster by flipping it. Thank you very much. Okay, so we have the one that just shuffles. That is, I have nothing. And actually, I will be gladly if you shuffle it. Shuffle my cards. Most part of them, of course. Okay, so he picked up not the good one. Activate the effect, of course. Special summon a mysterious monster. We don't know if he's in or another one. But he can flip after Pixia. Okay, so what Axapixia does again? Okay, in the field or graveyards. Okay, this is kind of sand. This is a card that the card you control. You can charge it. Okay. So I'm more searching. Okay, banish. Alright, I have a plan. Oh no, I had Ali Beta Leon. This is worse than I thought. So I cannot target them. But funnily enough, they are in the link arrows of the S-Force monster there. Just forgot the name. So if I can special summon it, I can shut down most part of his monsters. Huh. This can work. Okay, this can work. I just need the summon. Okay, let's activate. Oh, break the head. You work and face out defense position as false monsters. Okay. Oh, alright. New stuff learned. You work on face down as false monsters. My life points are safe for now. Very well then, so I can activate what I can activate. I can even looping. I can special discard from the graveyard. Okay, let's do it regardless so I can have a tribute or something, or if I just happen to have a K9 monster so I can tribute to Professor Gamma for something else. I really don't know if I can. I really don't know, and I've really attempted to and I just forgot about Anycraft. They also have burning damage. When I finally have game plan, when I finally have some game plan, burn. Well, let's see what the third opponent can bring up on the table. And please, no more Anycraft. You are with your third opponent of the day, Lawless. Lawless, and I'm gonna bring the law for you, boy. So I start. I don't like this huge type of deck, and I'm starting, but okay. So let's activate K966A Zoku, revealing Gravitino, and then special summon Dan on the field. Here, excellent. Utilizing the effect of a Gravitino, I can add one as false card for my deck to my hand. And which one of you I want? I guess Rapagenu. Oh, Dog Tagger. I guess Rapagenu or S-Force Big Cat. I'm not gonna summon an S-Force monster, or I can just Azure Heart. But I can special summon them one on my hand. Okay, I guess it's better Rapagenu. It's one of the main cards of the deck. We have triple deck because of a reason. Okay, so which one of you? Most effect you can sell. No, we're not putting it to the card effect in our graveyard. Okay, alright. So let's activate the Ripa. Okay, let's activate her effect. Can detach material from this card, and then I can add one of the K9 cards. Where is the case? A case for K9. Excellent. Or continue to spell the case for K9. Then activate a case for K9. I can add another K9 monster. It's better Izuma Zoku. Okay, I guess it's better Zoku because if I draw another level 5, then I can special summon it. Let's set a force release. And as for Chaser, I guess as force Chaser, because if my opponent just nuke the board, I have something on the graveyard. Okay, finally I can play something. Very well, Mr. Lawless. The police is after you, and you're not gonna escape me. Okay, a lot of set cards on the pendulum zone. So this is gonna be a really huge labyrinth or some kind of troll deck. It seems to be for some reason Yuberu and a Phantom of Yubel. This is not a great. It's reverse damage. And he's gonna reverse damage me. Or just adding the infit. Okay. So I guess I have an option which is justify. Let me read his effect again. No. I can after the start, if you discard attack, banish all monster in this card points to. So I can do something. Not ironically. Okay, so possible this is some kind of Yubel Sacred Beast. Okay then. Okay. So let's utilize Edge Razor on the field.
Utilizing the effect of S-Force Edge Razor, or try to attempt it. Effect. So, impermanence, true favorite, or something worse that I'm not aware for. Okay, so we have the Phantom of Yubel utilizing. Okay, destroy a Yubel monster. So you can break up one of your big bad guys. But I can say no to you, mister. So possible you have outcome for this. Or actually no, you haven't. Okay, I can just straight up punch you. Thank you very much. Go Canine Ripper attack. And because my opponent activate a card in the hand or graveyard, I have a boost. Okay, so the Yuba player only have 3 face downs and now 2 cards on the hand. What he will do, because I already negated Spirit of Yuba. I guess he got something or some bait. And you have Dark Spirit of Malice. Why did you just normal summon him? Okay, I'm gonna allow it because I'm very interested. You're gonna try to die by your own terms, or you have actually something. Super Team Body Force Unite? Super Team Body Force Unite? What? I start to understand why your U-Bell seems a little bricky. I'm gonna allow this because it's very interesting. Oh, so you have how to summon the Spirit of U-Bell. So you can just, oh yeah, you can add one card. Okay, this is very interesting, sir. Very interesting user of this trap. I have a Nightmare Pen, of course, so you're gonna try to attack me, possibly. Nightmare Throne, as usual. Okay. The Nightmare Pen, and then you're gonna do reserve damage. Okay, I have S-Force Change, at least I can bounce back the Spirit of Yubo back to the hand. However, he has this annoying effect to special summon itself, whatever it battles. Whatever one of my decks. So, okay, Gruesome Grave Streamer. Special summon, and then you're gonna destroy the Spirit of Yubel, or you're gonna destroy the Spirit of Yubel after, so we have something. No, you're gonna destroy now. Excellent. Excellent. He's playing the palm of my hands. And he not even know. Yes, please. Please, this special summon your Terror Incarnate. I really want it. I really want it. Yes, do it, please. So we're gonna summon his big bad monster, or just a straight up normal U-Belt. I guess I just misread the card. So you have something else to destroy U-Belt. What is this? This is what? Fracturing Regeki? Something that destroy one of the monsters? Or you can just special summon or incarnate. Which is not great. Okay, now I need to bounce back Terra Incarnate because because this is the most useful one of the U-Boats. And you have Unchained Soul Lord of Yama. One Unchained. Okay, but I still have the most attack points here, sir. So you're gonna attack me and punch me with a U-Bell. But I can bounce back, so we have the OG U-Bell, so you are forced to utilize those things to destroy Iyama. Or just destroy another Spirit of U-Bell, but you're already using it. And everything for that Spirit of Malice is Super Buddy Team. Okay. Alright. Okay, Unchained, so we can special another Unchained monster. So it's U-Bell Unchained with some interesting tags. I am horrified and very pleased. Guys, I can't survive this. You are the one that utilize it. And yeah. So you're gonna utilize Uncanny Reaper. But that's the problem, sir. Is your opponent mostly the same color as your S-Force most cannot utilize for link material? You dumbass! You just put and said it's so disaster in the same clue as a razor. That's the power. The asphalt mode. Okay, so he's just gonna straight up punch me. Okay, I cannot. Oh, it's because it's around the main face. Okay, then. Oh, I just lose for reverse burning damage. Yeah. I guess no. Wait a minute. I can survive another attack. I can. GG, by the way. Oh yeah, come on, bring over. Bring over. The original U-Bell. Okay. Okay, ouch. And then attack him with the Terror Ultimate Incarnate. I am really sorry, sir, but you GG too early. Go straight back to the hand and say that I'm not destroying it. You're just escape it out and chain. Okay, so you're just gonna destroy my cards, but it is still gonna be bounced back. Ha! Are you saying? But a card is destroyed, I guess. Oh fuck. Okay, so we have a ultimate nightmare. Oh fuck. Well, now GG. Okay, I really forgot that the effect of the Terror Incarnate it's when she is just leave the field. I completely forgot about that. I always thought that it was when destroyed. Well, it was pleasant. I gonna try a 40 duel because the second one was just insufferable. So let's see what another criminal will bring up. We are one with the 40 criminal of today's episode, Kaito. So let's go fast and try to establish a abode. Ooh, I already have a case for the king. Excellent. So let's bet our ass blast of the joint springs. Or no. Okay. So let's add K9 60 Yogurt. And then activate Yogurt's effect. Reveal Lupis. And then special summon them both onto the field. You and you. Excellent. Now let's special summon Reaper. Okay, so let's special summon K9 Reaper. The field. Let's activate the Reaper's effect, detach a material, and then grabbing the juicy release restraint of force. I guess regardless with the diaper's name, then you can strong control, material. Okay, so forced release. Excellent. Let's add forced release and the S-Force specimen into the graveyard. And then I guess it's gonna be. Okay, yeah, this is gonna be. I don't want to summon S-Force or a Feast now, especially because we have a lot of K9 action instead of S-Force. At least we are a Photon and Jumper. So what is this other type again? Is it Dragon one? Very well. I need to be really careful about this because I only have one negate. This is not good because photons, they really love big numbers. And they really love to mess up against XYZ. I guess I can try to do something with the S-Force, with especially this Justify, and try to banish these almighty dragons because they got no protection. But this is not great because he got the battle phase. Galaxy Wardrake. You can destroy Wardrake's level 8. Okay, no, sir. I say no to your Galaxy Wardrake. So what is your plan B? Hyper Galaxy. Going to tribute it. Okay, so what about force release? Huh? So, you're gonna be in new target. So, you can only destroy the battle weapon and card effect that turns into a special summon it. Active a monster effect, you gain 50 attack when that effect resolves. Okay, this will do. I gotta summon K900 Hound, and then I can destroy one of your cards. Goodbye, Phantom Jumper. Ha! Woo! Okay. I don't like this. Okay, let me do. You're trying to summon yourself. Go the main phase. You have a Galaxy 100, of course, banish one of my monsters, but at the least K9 Hound gonna be even bigger thanks to your approach. The problem is, it's gonna be big enough to try to match your monsters, or you're gonna resolve and then punch me right straight on their face. I don't know, and I'm really curious. How much monster effect the Galaxy and a Photon need to outcome to be really big, and how much I can get that, how much I can get bigger. I don't know, but I really would like to see. I really like. Okay, show me what photons can do. Okay, so we're gonna summon Galaxy Photon Dragon. Okay, so Galaxy Photon Dragon's effect. Thank you very much, sir. So Galaxy Photon Dragon, they have the Spiral Dragon. So 300 plus times 1, 2, 3. What they exactly need? I do know, but 200, then 600. When the effect resolves, not even once per turn, so I can maintain. Very well, I can get bigger and try to predate his low attack monsters. But the problem is, you're gonna do this to me. You're gonna have them in attack position so I can predate on them or not. Because more effective monster, even that I could not handle the attack. I still have something. I still have an indestructible monster and a pretty amount of life points. And it's still full life points. So I guess I can do this.
The problem is they maintain the attack boost. I don't remember if they maintain the attack booster or not. I'm pretty sure that they maintain. But I also maintain mine. And I have the detached material, touch one card of field vanish. Huh. I really don't know. Okay, I'm bigger than Photon Dragon and I'm immune to destruction. Okay, so he possibly gonna destroy X-Forcing Specimen or even a case for K9. But if they do, I'm gonna have 69! I'm gonna have 69! Yes! I don't care where... for which side this dual pendulum pans. I got a monster with 69! Yes! Okay, this is already win. I don't want to know, but this is already win. Thank you very much. I am indestructible. Can you read? I guess not. So I know that you know that you can have this. And this is why I some kind of despite. Oh, we have the new forward. You look horrible in forward. My god. My goodness! Oh, 4 Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Seriously? Okay, this is look horrible. I do know why, but this look horrible. Okay, I'm gonna advocate for the anime card. Just go, escalate the art, and have the rank here, the attack here, and the defense here. Just like the anime. This is a much better option than just atrocity. Yes, I don't like it. And you negate everyone. Oh, because you can do this. I completely forgot that Galaxy Eyes have Omni negates on the board. I completely forgot about that. Okay, so what is gonna be the option?
I can pray to all the gods that my opponent can run out all the time because it's very gonna be heavy. Or no. Oh, this is not great. This is not great. Okay, completely countered by no, by oppening no. I can I recover from this? Slowly. You have a destruction immunity. So let's utilize it for release. Set it back. Excellent. So let me see more of the pets once per turn. Okay, however, regardless, Galaxy is bleeding the dragon. Okay, so let me special summon my Lupis again, so I can have a bottom of the field. If you discard and destroy you control from Galaxy Cipher. Oh, and you're gonna do it to destroy one of. And you're gonna do it to destroy him. Or destroy my set card. Great. So we still have the case for K9. And so as for the Edzor, the problem is, can I try to do something with this? I have an Aura Feast. Possible. Okay, so let's normal summon the Aura Feast. You just a misclick. F. Okay, so let's attack Galaxy Ice Soulfled Dragon that is on the field. Count him massive damage. I really doubt that Galaxy Ice can recover from this. He only got Galaxy 100, one Galaxy Eyes, and almost no card on his hand. I only need you to utilize your effects, sir, so I can destroy you. Exactly what I need. Exactly what I need. You're still attempting to destroy my Kena export release, regardless that you know that you're gonna go back on the field. Outstanding. Have a number less hope. Pay half of your life for it. Touch 2 monster garbage, special summon both. This is not good. Okay, this is not good. This is quite horrible, actually. Because now he can... Oh. Oh, no. Oh, fuck! No, stop. No. Whoa. Wait a minute. Time out. No. What are you gonna say? Oh, hello, number 62. Okay, what I can do... No, and no. No, wait a minute. I can do something because of the effect of Edge Razor. Oh no, it's from my hand. This is not great. This is actually the opposite of great. I can still survive. Can I? Attach to his material, and you have. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 8. Oh fuck! No! Stop! Whoa! Wait! Hold up! Okay. Gain Lupis. Destroy Lupis. I prefer seeing a canine. Canine being defeated. Well, GG, sir. Well played. GG, well played. Oh my, yeah. Okay, I guess this is up for today. Let's go to the end screen. Well, everyone, here we are. Zero Fox Sound Deck 2026. A very turn of events in the first duel, but the last duel was actually something funny. Who would say that the S-Force can actually try to do something and block someone? Well, let's go to the deck's description. Well, we have one S-Force Lapithanuel. With card special summon it, you can touch one of your X-Force monsters in your graveyard, special summon it, straight up Monster Reborn. You can manage one of your first cards from your hand, destroy all your opponent monsters in the same column. So not only this is some kind of Monster Reborn, but this is just a straight up Raigeki. You can just brutalize every one of the opponents. We have one of them, two if you want to substitute by anything about it. But the most part of the time we are fine doing just the stuff of the S-Force, blocking the opponent, banish the card. This is why we don't need much of a lapse well, and he's kind of bricky because of level 6. We have two S-Force Platina, each of them opponent monster in the same column until your first monster loses 600 attack, pretty solid, and if this card's normal or in special summon it, you can touch one of your banned S-Force monster and in special summon it. So each one of the S-Force monster got some kind of effect that banish a monster from your hand and then trigger some effect, and Platina can not only just recover them, but you have more bodies on the field. This is why we have two of the Platina, so for more recovery. We have one K900 Luvis. Excellent monster that has discarded material, gains this effect. The opponent cannot touch this card with the card effects. And more. During the main phase, your opponent has activated a monster effect in the hand of the graveyard. You can special summon this card from your hand for graveyard but banish when it leaves the field. And during your opponent's turn, you can click effect and you can just activate the summon utilize this card. We had only one of them because we are not full of K9 action here. Because it's the most trickiest one to special summon. It's really nice that we got something for the graveyard, or even if your opponent activates something. But for most part of the time, triple Kizuna and triple Roku is gonna take well. But if you don't want to lapse so well here, you can just substitute for another Lupus if you wish. We have a triple Kizuna and triple Joku. Kizuna, if your opponent has 2 or more cards in their hand, you can almost discard without tributing. And of course, during the main phase, if your opponent has activated a monster effect in the hand or graveyard, which is not difficult, you can special summon this card from your hand. So you can just, so it's not difficult to get a zone on the field anymore. If this card's normal or the special summon it, you can send one K9 card from the deck to the graveyard. Generally, you really want to foolish the K9 release and force release rather than the another ones. But if you wish, you can also foolish Lupus here, then triggering the Lupus effect, and then just activating the turn of your opponent. Because remember, it's random maintenance if your opponent has activated a monster effect. So you can actually random mess up your opponent in some other place. We have the triple of the Izuna and the triple of the Joku. If your opponent has 2 or more cards in the hand, you can normal summon, or you can special summon this Aqua monster. For some reason he's Aqua. But just revealing another level 5 monster, any level 5. Even your S-Force monsters such as S-Force Gravitino, you can just special summon it and then you can utilize it for your XYZ ranks. 5. But triple of them because we have, well, a lot of level 5s here. So you always want to special summon them or easily special summon them so you cannot break. We have one Lantern. And if this card is in your hand, you can touch one level 5 non-power cannon monster graveyard for some discard and the monster, but it can only be utilized by a XYZ light monster. Of course, is another monster reborn for the deck, more especially for the K9. We're gonna have one of them because first you need the K9 on the graveyard, and most part of the time you're gonna see them as utilized as a material or being destroyed by battle. In this type of situation, in the regular K9 deck, you run more of them because you can foolish with Izuna. Besides, you have the S-Force, we only have one of them. If you are out of K9 cards or one of your K9 got negated, you at least have your plain B Lantern, then and then special summon one of your level 5s and then XYZ by only light monsters. so only the werewolf or the hound, not the reaper or the honest shenanigans. We have double S-Force Gravitino. Each of your opponent monster in the same column as your first monster is banished when leaves the field. And if this card is not special summoned, you can add one S-Force card from your deck to your hand. Of course, this is paired up with Joku. You can have easy access to S-Force Gravitino. Just special summon him and then grab any S-Force card that you need. And of course, his effect is also really good because each of your opponent monster in the same column as one of your S-Force monsters. So you can special summon just Gravitino with two of your Joku. You can just normal summon then Izuna, not be worried about your Ash Blossom of your opponent. Utilize XYZ summoning, then punch out a monster that in the same column as Gravitino is gonna be banished, or just special summon Gravitino in a position that you know that that monster is gonna be on the graveyard and it's gonna be hit on the graveyard, so let me special summon Gravitino here so it can be banished instead. You can have actually pretty interesting plays with Gravitino and the Jackal. We have two of them. Triple if you don't like S-Force Dog Tag, that is another monster. During the main phase, your opponent cannot activate effects of a monster in the same column as your S-Force monster. Of course, it's for protection here. You don't want to get your plays interrupted. And if your opponent normally special summons a monster, but you control S-Force monster, you special summon this card from your hand. We had just one of them because it's a mix between K9 and S-Force, so we don't have much of the S-Force here, so sometimes you end up having a lot of K9s and a few of S-Force, and then you have Dog Tag and kind of that with your hand. Of course, you can be special by the Jackal, but he's not quite usable as. He's more useful not as a material, but a face-up threat on the field. This is why we only have one of them. Two of them if you want to get rid of some of the K9, so you can have more effort action. For the rest, solid experiments. Just special summon this ball. Your opponent cannot do nothing on your main phase. We have double S-Force Aura Fist. Your opponent cannot target any of their monsters in the same column as one of your S-Force monster with card effects. Of course, this is a downgrade effect of X-Force Dog Tag, but at the least, it's a continuous effect instead of just your main phase. And of course, banish one S4 card from your hand, and you can destroy a monster that is activating this effect in the field of your opponent. This with S-Force Gravitino can be really brutal because you can just banish one of your monsters, and because Gravitino is face up on the field, you can just rate up, destroy, and then banish one of your opponent's monsters. And even more with Platina that special summon itself, so you can recover it, your S-Force banishing monster. We have the two of them because the effect is, it's okay, really nice, but we need some setup to actually have some devastation. We have S-Force Edge Razor. Each of your opponent's monster in the same column and one of your S-Force monster cannot be used as material for a link summon of a link trace or a link 3 or higher monster. This is already have a possibility to shut down some decks that really like to utilize this on plays. Most part of the time you really want to utilize this on the link columns, you know, because link and then link again and then link again. You can say no to no with S-Force or Razor Edge. Furthermore, if this card is normal special summon it, you can special summon one S-Force monster from your hand in attack position. So we can just normal summon Razor and then utilize Gravitino. This is most part of the time is the regular combo for the S-Force. So if your opponent try to utilize for a link 3 or material, he cannot. But even that, if he utilizes for link scaly, he gonna utilize his monsters. Now he's gonna be banished because thanks to Gravitino. This is why this is a very first turn minded deck since I control one. We have options to play second here and there, but most part of the time you really want to play first because especially because it's 2-2, and of course the K9 action. We have one S-Force Professor D Gamma. Each of your opponent monster in the same column as one of your S-Force monsters cannot change their battle positions. If this card is normally special summon it, you can target one face monster opponent controls, change his battle position. Of course, close for once per turn. S-Force Professor D Gamma is a really interesting one. Depending on what type of situation that you got, he can be completely devastating. Just imagine most part of your opponent monster are just in defense, or they just big monsters are in defense and these low attacking monsters are in attack position. With Asphalt Professor Z Gamma, you can just say no, you will not move anything, and more, I can change your battle position. Of course, this is way more situational, for example, for the Aircraft. This is possible because the Aircraft player out of guard, but of course he have out for Professor D Gamma. That's why we have one of them here. You can substitute for any of the side options if you wish. And we have a triple Asphalt Rapa Shiomaru. What I can say about this girl, you can just quick effect bench one Asphalt card from your hand, return this to your hand, special summon any Asphalt monster deck in defense position. Of course, most part of the time you're gonna utilize for Platina or even a Lapcell, but her effect will just bench a monster, bounce it back, and then special summon any Asphalt monster. It's just so much versatility. And second, he is going back to your hand, so even that you summon one of your Asphalt monsters, they require that you banish a card, you can just banish Chichomaru and utilize his effect, or just recover it. This is why we have a triple of Chichomaru, because it's really good, and of course you have her effect, each of your opponent monster in the same column as one of your Asphalt monsters can only target a monster that can learn for attacks. Depending on how you utilize it, you can mess up or not. You most part of the time you're going to utilize her quick effect to bounce her back to the hand. But if you are really smart and pay attention on the field, you can actually lock your opponent with Rafa Chichomaru face over there. So, we have Asphalt Retroactive. If a monster control will be used as a link material for an Asphalt monster, this card in your hand can also be used as material. This is really nice because most part of the time we have a heavy material card that forces Justify, they need 3 effect monsters, including an Asphalt monster, and have 3 monsters on the field with the Asphalt is kinda cost heavy. So with the retroactive, you can actually have 2 of them instead, which is actually pretty good. And during the main phase, you can return this card to the hand, and if you discard summon any level 2 or higher Asphalt monster from your hand. So you can just normal summon retroactive, bounce it back to the hand, special summon any of your Asphalt monsters, and also have it retroactive as one of your link materials for your Justify. This is really nice because this is not a dead card of your hand. And more, if Asphalt monster control will banish a card from your hand to activate this effect, you can banish this card from graveyard instead. This is really nice. Retroactive is not a dead card on your hand. If you have something that you can summon here, your level 4, or even your Chichomaru, it could be used as a link material. If you have your pretty heavy Asphalt monster, not worry, normal summon retroactive, bounce it back, special summon it. And if one of your monsters is gonna be utilized once this effect, you can banish retroactive. And more, with Asphalt Platina, you can recover retroactive, bounce it back, and then special summon another one. Because I may remind you, this is a quick effect. So sometimes you can mess up with your opponent and have some kind of recoverability, just a little bit, not much. Retroactive is a pretty nice card, 2 of them, so that I cannot have itself. Triple if you want to substitute by anything. Monster Reborn, special summon a monster in the graveyard. Sign that Justify, utilize 3 effective monsters, so you can just kidnap one of your opponent monsters and utilize for your own. We have the 2 release restand and force release. Both of them are the rank up spells, and they have an effect at the end of the battle phase. If your K9 monster battle this turn, you can set this card from the graveyard. The same thing for the release restraint, so you just have a double rank up spell ad infinitum. They don't even banish themselves for when they leave the field, which is really OP, and I'm trying to understand why Konami don't apply this kind of restriction for their release and restraint. This is why we have one of each, because you're always recycling it. You just need to attack with one of your K9 monsters, which is not difficult. They have pretty decent attack points. Even the normal ones. You don't need to attack with the X, like C's or something. Just the main deck monsters, and you are fine. You don't even need to win the battle. you can just crash upon some random defense position opponent have, or some monster that you can attack and receive low damage. That hey, you have a release restraint and forceful release again on your field. Then you can XYZ on the turn of your opponent. This is why we have just one of them. Just gotta utilize it. If you want more of them, if you don't want to roll a bunch of the S-Force, which such a shame because they're cool. Okay, you can place more of them against more one of each. Triple then I guess it's a little bit too much. It's just why you're not full canine while you're running S-Force. But you do what you do. But double S-Force showdown. You can just activate one of the following effects: special summon one S-Force monster from your hand defense position, or touch one of your monster in your graveyard. You can add it to your hand. Plus, recovery. Why not recovery as a quick effect? Pretty nice. You can just recover and retroactive. Chiyomaru, special summon Chiyomaru. Just special summon one of your monsters to mess up with your opponent. Why not? But we have two of them. Most part of the time you're just gonna utilize Chiyomaru's effect, but it's always nice to have a showdown here and there. We have Arcades for Cane, double case of the Canine. When this card is activated, you can add one Canine monster deck to your hand. Pretty solid. Canine monster control gain 900 attack during any turn in which your opponent activates a monster effect in your hand or graveyard. Which is some kind of training for why 900? Most part of the cards are just 50, 300, or just 1000. Why are 900? What was the rise toggle right here? No. 100. No, wait a minute. This is too much. 100, no. 900. That's it. And if this card in the spell trap during destroyed by card effect, you can set one of your quick spells. That's it. Just set quick spell. I really don't need to continue to talk of why Case of K9 is good, right? Double, then triple if you want to switch to buy any S4. We have S4's Bridge Head, the field spell. When this card is activated, you can add one S4's monster deck to your hand. Solid. So we have two of searching as a continuous for K2 K9 and as a field spell for the Bridge Head. And more. When opponent monster declares attack and your S4's monster in the same column, you can activate the fact that monster control cannot be destroyed by battle, even face down. Of course, it's once per turn, but at least it's some kind of protection. Not outstanding, but at least it's something to protect your monster for their battle. We have S4 the Chase. You can touch face-up cards opponent controls up the number of the S4 monster control with affiliates, return it to the hand. Already returned into the hand is already nasty. Now, with S4's Gravitino that is straight up banishment. Now this is just brutal. This is why we have a triple of them. And more, if you would banish a card to activate one of your S4's monsters, you can just banish this trap card instead. So instead of utilize your monster side, you don't have quite much the recovery. We have Platina, but it's not 100%. You can utilize S4 Chase and more. If your opponent just nuke your spell and trap, you at least have something on your graveyard to activate. The same for S4 Spaceman, only two of them. If your opponent controls a monster, you can touch one of your S4 mode that is banished or your graveyard, special summon into the field in the same column of that monster. And of course, you can banish this card from graveyard, the touch one S4 monster you control. You can just move to another main monsters. You have double S4 Spaceman as your kind of monster reborn, just to try to force your opponent in unconventional situation without him knowing. And of course, S4 Spaceman just banish special summon one of your S4 monster in the same column. This is why this here, not as strong as S4 Chase, especially with the Gravitino. This is why double. And we have a Metaverse, because S4's Bridge Head just utilizes in the moment your opponent that, okay, I can kill you. No, you can, S4's Bridge Head. So for the extra deck, we have double Canine X Werewolf, 2 level 9 monster. Yeah, for sure. While this card has a material, you can attack and types or each battle phase up to the number of materials, so possible 2. And when your opponent activates a card effect, you can detach one material from this card, then activate this effect depending of what turn it is. If it yours, you can manage one card for each for your opponent's fields and graveyard, which is absolutely brutal. And if it is turn of your opponent, you can look at your opponent's hand and banish one card from the face up under the end. Werewolf! Damn! Damn, boy! You're brutal. You may not be the strongest one, but for sure you're the annoying one. Just banish up things for your opponent's field, one for field and one for graveyard when it's your turn, or just have hand information and banish one card for an entire turn. Sir! Damn! Just damn, and you can attack multiple times. I just say, I'm feeling very dirty for utilizing Canaan because they are just absolutely brutal. I'm glad that I'm utilizing as force most part of the time to just retrain them better. We have double of them because of the extra deck shenanigans. If you don't want to roll just more, that's for justify triple because why not? Can I Reaper a Millennia? You discard attack a defense position monster, 30 battle damage. You can only utilize one of each effects once per turn. You discard special summoned by a canine spell or trap card. You can charge up 2 cards upon a graveyard banish and shuffle that into the deck. Alrighty, great. And when your opponent activates a monster effect, detach 2 negative effect, then destroy all cards on the field. Again, detach 2, destroy all cards from the field. This is way better than Lapsel, because you need to banish one Asphalt card from your hand and destroy all of your opponent's monster in the same column. They destroy everything regardless. And it's just a ridiculous condition. Activate a monster effect. We are in 2026, of course your opponent gonna have a monster effect. Holy damn it. And more, he will be someone utilize release restraint or force release, so you can just shuffle back 2 of the annoying cards of your opponent have on the grave or banish. Reaper Millennia is absolutely brutal. If you could just does not utilize Justify and neither not Chase, Reaper Millennia, you have a recoverability. Why not? But of course, one here because of the extra deck shenanigans, and I really want to play with Art Force. We have a K9 Jax, 2 level 5 monster. Okay, if this card's actually summoned, or your opponent activate a monster effect in the hand or graveyard, detach material, touch 1 monster to the field, destroy it. Already removal, excellent. And you can only use this effect of Jax per turn. And a K9 monster having discarded a material as actually the material gets effect during any turn in which your opponent has activated a monster effect in the hand or graveyard. Any battle damage card inflicted on opponent is double. This is just such massive damage, especially with Reaper Millennia, and especially with the case for the K9. Most of the time, you're gonna hit really hard or just killing your opponent with Jax. We have double then, or if you wish triple. We have a double K9 Hound, cannot be destroyed by battle or by opponent card effect, the turn they special summon it. Each time your opponent is activated a monster effect, discarding at 500 attack when the effect resolves permanently. Again, permanently. And once per turn during the standby phase, detach material, detach 1 card of the field, banish. It's straight up banish. Not even destroy, straight up banish. K9 Hound can be really great, especially with Jax. You can just OTK people with it. And you can just XYZ in the turn of your opponent thanks to Lapis, or even release Restraint, or just another K9 stuff. So you're gonna be practically immortal. If you can set it in defense position, nothing gonna happen with them because it's not every time that you got monsters with piercing battle damage. I only utilize in attack position just because I want to gamble a little with my life because it's more fun in this way. But it's permanently again 1500, and you can just keep going. Just keep going, buddy. Damn, double of them. But for the canine, you can practically triple everything. But then, again, why you're running S-Force if you're running triple canines? So I have two of them. This is pretty good. This is pretty neat. We have triple Reaper. The target material for this card. Add one canine card for deck to your hand. Then, if your opponent has activated a monster effect this turn, any monster effect, even hand traps, you can set one of your canine quickly spells. So not only you have some kind of foolish burrow with Izuna, you can also have recovery from Reaper, and you just need to attack to recover one of those. And when your opponent activates a monster effect in hand or graveyard, detach, say no. This is great. Reaper is great. Reaper is good. Even that is the most strongest of the monsters, is the main turn 1 monster. So we can just rank up for the another ones and push your opponent really hard. This is most part of the time they can do this. Summon Reaper, try to mess up with your opponent, and then you special summon your big beaters. That's solid triple then size. It is a control deck and not a beat it up deck. Right. For the S-Force, we have triple Justify, 3 effect monster with the S for monster. Cannot summon set monster to Azun discard point 2. I cannot. But quick effect, you can charge one face-up monster effect monster your opponent controls, negate the effect until the end of this turn. Great! So we have some type of survivability for field nuclear or anything, and then you can move that opponent monster to the monsters or discard points to. Of course, once per turn clause, but more. At the start of the damage step, it discard attacks, you can banish all monster discard points. So it's not that when your opponent monster attacks, it when justify attacks. This is why we have Force Breach here to protect Justify most part of the time. And then when you attack at the beginning of the damage step, this is really precious. The start of the damage step. Most part of the monster traps or even spell effects don't trigger in the damage step. Everyone then has always special summon a monster, etc. except in the damage step. All then have this clause that except the damage step. And Justify only triggers in the damage step. So most part of the time, I guess 300% of the time, Justify is immune to any type of shenanigan, bullshit, or even negate sometimes. And banish all monsters to discard point 2. You can shut down 3 zones of your opponent. Damn. But one of the funny things about him is because your opponent can play around as for Justify. He can special summon the monster to his card points too, and then utilize the effect monster that he wants in the another one. But well, that's the part of the fun. That's the fun. We have triple then because S-Force for life, yes. And we have S-Force Night Chaser double of them because of the space, the limited space of the extra. Each of your opponent monster in the same column as any of S-Force monsters cannot touch the monster in the same column for attacks. Brutal, because this with Rappa show you that each of your opponent monster in the same column as one of your S-Force monster can only touch a monster in that column for attack. If you have Chiyomaru and Night Chaser, your opponent cannot attack at all. This is a lock! This is a pretty goddamn lock. Of course, you need some setup to do it, but it's still a lock regardless, which is pretty good. And we have more. During the main phase, you can charge one of your S-Force monster control, shuffle to the deck, then special summon one of your best S-Force monsters. This is really nice because most part of the time, some of the S-Force monsters don't have the same impact on the field, so you can just recover the ones that you need and start your plays over again. Very great, pretty solid, very nice. Not good as all the canine stuff, but it's still cool. 2 of them. As for the side deck option, there are another S-Force monsters, of course the another canine thing that I forgot to put. But we have security up and no entry. No entry, change all attack position monsters to defense position. If you want to troll people with Professor D Gamma, this is your main card. Change all attack position monsters to defense position. Brutal. And we have Security Orb. When your opponent's monster declares attack, Target the attacking monster changes his battle position. More survivability, and with the Professor D Gamma just shunting down completely. And more, if this set card is destroyed by opponent's spell with trap, target one monster on the field destroyed, so you can have some sort of something if your opponent just mess up with your stat cards. Or just, you can just grab one of your releases from your hand and then set Sacred Drop and one of your release and then, okay, my opponent, are you feeling lucky tonight? Because I like to gamble. Well, now this was for the deck. Now for the Zero. Zero Foxhound, as you can see, she's a police officer. So this is why we have the canines. And this is why we have the S-Pulses. And more specifically, we have her shed that is a little puppy. This is why we have canines. What I recommend if you want a full Zero Foxhound deck, just play with canines. Solid play with canines, you already play with the quote-unquote the Zero deck. But I really like to have some S-Force action because they are also police. And they are cool. And I really like them way more than canines. And I really don't like how the canines can be this oppressive. Seriously, so for having an easy time playing with canines is why I'm mixing it with the S-Force. So everyone, this was about the video. Thank you very much to be here, and thank you very much for this today episode. For the next episode, we have our lovely Mary VFP9. So, thank you very much for your time.